Hello, hello,
Hello.
hello. Hi,
Hello.
Alex. How are
Hi,
you?
John. I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Look at you,
I
kitted up to the
know.
nines.
Isn't it great? Santa did me a solid this year.
Santa's done you an absolute solid. Santa's clearly been watching Fable Network News and he's thinking, that man needs a mic stand attached to his chair.
100%. Now I don't even have to yell. I can just sort of, tentatively whisper and say, "Hey guys, here's the news,"
I
and it
mean,
still works.
that's the dream, isn't it? That we can just whisper into our mic, just do ASMR
Yeah,
theatre news. That's the dream.
coming at you soon. Don't miss
Come get
out.
you soon. Yeah, comment if you would like ASMR theatre news. Come at you live. Funding from the Arcola. Let us know. It's a new year. It's a new lockdown. As
Happy
we all
new lockdown.
expected. Happy new
Yeah.
lockdown. Happy new tier. When you
Yeah.
said, well, I was watching the thing. Did you just?
I've not heard that one yet.
Have you not? Oh,
No.
mate. We're 6 days in. Happy New Tier has been circulating a while.
Happy new tier. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I remember I was watching when that Boris thing came out. And it was like, oh, we're moving to alert level 5. I was like, I thought we only had. Oh yeah, there's alert level. There's 5 alert levels, but there's 4 tiers.
Right.
3 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's how we're going to get out of lockdown.
Just dad jokes and puns.
Dad jokes and puns is the way forward.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a new year, and
Mhm.
we've scoured the internet to find some theatre opportunities. I kind of dove in expecting everyone would kind of be like, let's go in with this nice and chill, and we are filled to the nines with opportunities all over again, which is good.
When you first we organized this morning about today's stream, and I went on the shared document we have. I thought it was just the one. I thought it was just the first topic because of the spacing on the pages. So I was like, cool, we have a couple of announcements and one new one. That'll be it. Turns out no, we have a lot. So
we have a lot. We have a lot, which is great. So to kick us off, couple of notices on prior opportunities that we've spoken about. The MGC Future Bursary, the deadline for that ends tomorrow. So if you are not doing that right now, get cracking. It's £5,000 or up to a £5,000 bursary for various artists. You can apply as a director or a theatre maker or a producer or a writer, blah, 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 blah. You can have a look at the website, five grand. You pitch a project that you would like to look at to develop your practice for the opportunity to win that money. The deadline for that is tomorrow. So if you were thinking about doing it and you have a project in the back of your head, spend tonight plowing into that application. Highly recommended. As well, also quick one for Kent-based artist. If you're based in Kent, the 1927 bursary is also, the deadline for that is Monday, which is £1,500 for you to support a project where they're looking at innovative storytelling or something that's kind of form breaking or political. Information on both of those can be found in our previous. If you head to our website and click on the previous news, you can find the links to those in there, or search MGC Futures or 1927 bursary and you'll find those.
Yeah, totally. Similarly with that, we've also got, we want to do a quick round of applause to everyone who received the DYCP fund for round 8. That's all gone out. What did they say? They said 824 individuals and freelancers got support from that one. So that's really, really good. They invested 7 million in that one. So well done if you did get that one. And some extra good news as well, that round 9 is opening in January on the 11th. So if you are interested in making an application, you can also do that and go to I think it's Arts Jobs, isn't it? Arts Council, Arts Council England.
Yeah, head to
Arts Council England. They've got a little short quizzes to see if you're eligible to get in on round 9. That will be opening on January 11th if you want a bit more creative practice funding. And also Bush Theatre, which we talked about in the previous one as well. Their submissions for new writers and new shows. If you've got a new show and you are an unrepresented writer, the submissions for the Bush Theatre is still open for 4 more days. So go to their website and check them out and send in your scripts because they are still open to hearing from you.
Amazing.
Mm.
Great. So into the current news. So our first one is one we would have. I'm hoping quite a lot of people will know about already. So this is just a quick flag again because the deadline is approaching. This is the Theatre Artist Fund. So you can apply for an emergency grant of £1,000 if you are an artist who is in need of kind of immediate support. You're in immediate financial support. You can contact them and you can make an application and you can try and get a grant for £1,000. The deadline for that is January 13th at noon. So that's why we're kind of flagging it. They've got quite a lot of kind of eligibility criteria. You need to kind of have less than £2,000 worth in savings. You need to kind of be one of the job roles that they specify. They list quite a lot of, they list producers and directors and actors and composers and everything you would kind of expect in the theatre sphere, but definitely check their eligibility criteria. You'll need to provide a CV demonstrating professional roles between potential roles or jobs between January 2019 and March 2020, so that kind of period. If you head over to their website, you can see the full list of all the criteria, but if you are in immediate need of financial support, then definitely look at the Theatre Artist Fund because they can hopefully support you with a grant of up to £1,000. I'm also going to be posting the links in the comments as we go, so if you want to have a look at these, head there or head to the link in the description of the video, and you can get the links to everything that we talk about throughout this entire video, so you can go there as well and get all those. But yes, so that's the Theatre Artist Fund.
Yeah, totally. Get on that one. What have we got next? Let's just bash right through. And we got the Arcola call out, Arcola Theatre in East London. They're doing an outdoor festival in April, between April and June actually, and under the banner of Today I'm Wiser, and they are looking for submissions, and it's a really, really open brief on this one, so you can submit anything from either a play, a dance, a musical set, stand-up, anything that is suitable for an outdoor performance. They've got, I think they said their main space for the main outdoor space, sort of an 80-seater, and they have a couple of other different venues there as well. If you head to their website, what they really want to try and do with Today I'm Wiser is sort of reunite audiences and shows back together, essentially, is their mission, goal, and their plan. And if selected, you will receive 40% of box office. Not the highest box office I've ever heard, but then theatres are in dire need of financial gain at this point. And it's all money coming in. So if you want to get back on stage, you want a bit of money coming in, you'll get 40% of the box office. And as part of the supported package for your production, you will all receive marketing and PR, box office ticketing, technical support, light and sound equipment, and the space with performance license. Facilities and dressing rooms are dependent on the venue and which venue you get, and everything else is worked out by the Arcola Theatre itself. All you have to do is have a production and be willing to tour it and bring it to them. The deadline to submit application for that is the 11th of January at noon. So that's coming up. That is Saturday, I believe. No, I'm wrong on that. Monday,
I think. Monday, yeah, Monday.
Monday, because time is
Monday.
a relative concept now.
Yeah.
But you can submit your application through their website, which again will be in the link dump. And they've also got a little FAQ beneath their submissions, which has a lot of frequently asked questions about the sort of things they are looking for and what they really want to achieve with this festival. So go check them out if you've got an idea brewing for a show that you think you can get up between now and the middle of the year, because they are looking to put some stuff on outside.
Awesome stuff. Moving right along. So this is a really exciting little one for anyone looking to work with technology or digital work. It's specifically for creatives and individuals based in Bristol and Bath. So if you're from that way or know any artists from that way, this is certainly something worth sharing with them. It's from the Bristol and Bath Creative R&D Group, and it's called Expanded Performance Prototype. So for this, they have they've got a pot of £150,000 to distribute amongst various projects. You can apply for a grant of up to £50,000 to put forward a digital project that looks at the theme, or the theme that they've been exploring, of liveness and togetherness in theatre. So that's the theme that they're looking for you to meet. It has to be, it can be anything in terms of kind of presentation. It could be an installation, it could be a production, it could be something in that way. It just needs to explore that theme, and it needs to have an innovative use of technology in some form. There's quite a lot to go through on their briefing document, so we recommend you kind of have a big look at that. But their production phase is March to June 2021. Prototypes will be showcased in the summer of 2021. If you manage to get onto the program, if you get through their interviews and their applications, the support you get is pretty incredible. They're going to be able to give you a load of workshops. You get workshops and advice from Sennheiser. Sennheiser, am I saying that right? Sennheiser, the spatial audio group.
Oh, right.
The guys, the people who do all the headphones and all that kind of jazz.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sennheiser.
Yeah, Sennheiser. So you'll get linked up to them and various other kind of professionals in the kind of technology area, as well as the opportunity to showcase your work to potential investors and programmers to continue the work on into the future. And really importantly, I think it's worth flagging on this, is that you keep full ownership of the intellectual property. They are investing in it, but you keep the intellectual property. So, which is quite good for an investment of quite that size of money, which is good.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, really good stuff. They are really open. So they talked about kind of VR. So you can submit something that's kind of virtual reality, augmented reality. It could be motion capture. It could be something using 5G. It could be something to use spatialized audio. It could be anything like that that you want to explore. It could be live music in some form, whatever you would like to do. It just needs to be able to be developed into the future as well, kind of locally and internationally. So go have a look at their stuff. One of the other things they're doing as well, which is really great, is that you can book a surgery with them. So if you've got an idea or you're trying to shape an idea, if you go onto their page, and I can post the link here as well, is you can literally book in a meeting with them on a link for a half-hour surgery, and you'll have a meeting with someone from the team, and you can chat about your project and help to shape it into what you need it to be. So you can make the best application you possibly can. So they're really good. Those are taking place on January 21st and 22nd, and you can book those now through the link that I will post in a second. You can submit via written application, or you can submit via video application, whichever you feel is best to support the application that you would like to go for. I've just put in the link to book a surgery if you are interested in those, and I'll put up the link as well for the brief itself. Hello, Billy. Billy's here. He's waving hi. Who's in our comments? How you doing, Billy? Good to see you. But that is the Bristol and Bath Creative Fund. If you're based in Bath or Bristol, or know anyone in that area who's interested in exploring technological performance, then please do send it their way and have a look.
That's really cool.
That's a really fun one.
Yeah.
Next up, so this is a really quick one that I just came across on Twitter recently. This is Up Here Productions, based in Salford. I think they're particularly looking for writers. They're looking for female writers from Salford. So if you know anyone in that area, please send them this. Send it their way. But they are looking for 2 female writers to take part in a rep company that they are hosting. I'll be working with 5 actors to create some new short plays. They want them to be an hour long, and they'll be showcased at the Salford Arts Centre. So looking for female writers to get involved with that. It is a profit share opportunity. It's not a direct fee or anything like that. So just be aware of that. But if you are interested and want more information, then contact Lauren at uphereproductions.com, and the link to that can all be found again on our website through the link in the description.
Nice. Awesome. What else we got? We have got Squint. Squint Theatre are doing a load of online workshops as well, and we can really recommend them. And basically, to take us into the new year, They've got ones on writing, they got one on get writing, keep writing, and get devising as well. So 3 different sort of strands. The get writing ones are for participants who sort of need a bit of a kick, a bit of a jump start. Maybe you might not have a project in mind yet, but you want to start getting back onto the rails and get writing again. Each workshop explores a different sort of starting point and different tools that you can go through to really get into it. You got one on characters, you've got ones on what you know, you got things on action and all the important things to get started. You then got keep writing as well. The keep writing workshops for people who have a play in mind. They're currently writing a play or they want to develop some work. They know what they want to develop, and each workshop focus on aspects of script, so dialogue and things like that, and helps you get it to sort of a better level and a better understanding of what you're writing. And then you've also got the devising workshops as well for directors and theatre makers who want to tool up with fresh devising exercises from the Squint toolbox, from everything from collaboration to improvisation and everything in between. They got a really good deal on as well, so you can I think they've got 10 or 11 different workshops going on, and you can do an extra deal if you book 5 or all 10. You get a discounted one. Each one's about £10 individually, but they do discount them if you bulk buy. And they run about every 2 weeks or so, I think it is. So the first one starts in, I want to say February.
3rd of Feb, yeah.
3rd of Feb.
And every 2 weeks follow.
And then it's every 2 weeks, and they sort of alternate. So you can pick and choose a la carte, or you can go and do the whole course and get a bit of money off as well. So that's Squint, and you can personally advocate for them. You said you've done some of these.
I have done the Squint. I've done a Squint writing workshop in the past, and I can advocate it. It was great. I had a really lovely time. The team running it are super, super, super lovely, and they took us through some really great exercises. Actually ended up writing, it was about kind of adaptation and stuff like that, and I ended up doing a modern version of Cinderella on a basketball court. It was great.
Oh, great. Cool.
It was good fun. But to put that idea together in an hour, and I left with like dialogue, a story structure, everything all in the space of like an hour. I even missed the last 10 minutes because I had to take a phone call from an electrician. I still had it all done, so it was great.
Nice. Oh, that's good. Well, there you go. They got the stamp of approval from us.
Boom.
Another person who had the stamp of approval from us is Charlie Josephine. They are an actor and writer, and they were also part of the Old Vic 12 for 2019, and which assisted on productions of such like Flies and Blush and stuff like that. So really, really talented actor and writer, and they are starting a free creative writing workshop on Zoom every Wednesday from 10 to 11 to get you through that lockdown period and get those juices flowing as well. So if you are interested and you just want a reason to get up out of bed on a morning on a Wednesday between 10 and 11, then you can go and get in contact with Charlie Josephine. That will start from Wednesday the 13th. And if you are interested and you want more details, you can email at an email with a lot of numbers and letters in, but we'll put that in the link dump, but it spells out charliejoe@gmail.com, or you can follow their Twitter as well at charliejoe. So get on that if you want some more free writing workshop opportunities every week on Wednesdays.
Yeah, they wrote Flies and
Blush.
They wrote them. Yeah, they wrote them. They also had another production called Pop as well. So yeah, I just realized I wasn't following them on the Fable account, so I've just done that.
Boo.
Amazing. All right, so now moving on to an interesting one in from Basildon. This is for, I don't think you necessarily have to be based in Basildon, but you need to do a lot of work in Basildon. So I highly recommend you are near Basildon or in Basildon.
If not, move to Basildon for this.
If not, move to Basildon for this. I mean, you could legitimately move to Basildon for this project. This would see you for a year on a project. I'm still trying to slightly get my head around this one, if I'm honest.
Yeah, me too.
But it is a really, really open and interesting call out, and I'm sure that if people take a good look at it, there will be people out there who will find this really, really exciting. But the idea is they're running a project. They're looking for artists. You could be an individual, you could be an organization, and they're looking to you to run a program that they're calling Niche. So they are giving people, giving a budget away, a delivery budget of £21,000, and that can include your fees and anything else that becomes part of that. They'll include marketing and branding, and links to various groups and around Basildon. What they are looking for is some kind of activity project that explores kind of co-collaboration, that explores activity. It has to kind of engage with areas that are low levels of kind of cultural and community engagement, but it has to be kind of activity that gets people engaged in the arts. They're not necessarily looking for you to kind of set up a school. They've given some examples of stuff that it could be. It could be about a selection of workshops that brings in particular artists, but it has to be kind of focused on activity. They talk about it in a way that it's made for doers, whatever that may mean.
Right.
Doers. So the project has to have a kind of core group. It has to have a minimum of 12, but it can be more than that. And then it has to have like a kind of front facing. So it might be that you have 12 people who you work on various projects, or you support them to make their own projects. And then there needs to be kind of a front facing opportunity following that. So it could be that you get them to do their own projects, and then there's an open event, some kind of symposium or festival or something like that. It could be an installation. It could be something. It's very, very open, and it has to kind of commit to learning and empowering kind of collaboration amongst participants from Basildon. I really recommend you go and have a look at the website again and all the descriptions that they give there, because it gives a far better explanation of what the project is here. But it's an opportunity for an artist to make a kind of some kind of program where you can get £21,000 for, which is nothing to be scoffed at. And they will addition, if you were to go for it as well, they will support you in applying for additional funding. So you could potentially even back up that funding with Arts Council funding or other funding, which would allow you to create a really, really exciting project. And they're also open to the project continuing into the future. So if you create something that has some real legacy and some longevity to it, then it could be something that you kind of get the ball rolling on and then continue with into the future. So really opens a lot of doors. Go have a look, and I'm going to put the link in now, and that's from Creative Basildon. So certainly worth a look if you are in that area, or you're interested in throwing something towards that area to get involved with that community work.
That is good. You know what that would be good for? I think that would be really good for anyone looking to sort of develop their own pedagogy in theatre. That would be a really good way to sort of a funded way to start your own sort of Grotowskian retreat.
What's pedagogy, Alex?
Sorry?
It's a pedagogy. Pedagogy.
Pedagogy is your own method of teaching. It's it's all about them teaching skills. Yeah, I don't have one, so
okay, great. Well, neither do I. I should have one. I feel like I should get one of those and put it on my CV. It sounds clever.
Yeah. I'm sure you have a directing pedagogy. You have a method of doing it.
Yeah, I mean, we get in a room and we run around. I mean, that's generally how I get shows done, I think.
Yeah.
If you're not performing unless you're sweating, that's my motto.
Yes, which is I haven't done one of your workshops for many a year.
Moving on.
Anyway, moving on. We've got something from Bradford Producing Hub. They are doing an outdoor arts residency. This was flagged up by Outdoor Arts UK as well. So what they're looking for is 5 Bradford-based artists, specifically people looking to create and produce work in Bradford, to take part in a 3-day outdoor residency in March, between March the 9th and 11th. So 3-day, 2-night stay. What artists they should already have an idea of a sort of an outdoor performance they wish to develop, and the residency will take place in a dedicated retreat accommodation in the Yorkshire Dales. So if you're looking for a little artistic getaway, this is your opportunity to do so. Following the residency, artists will also have a chance to pitch their ideas that they're developing to a panel of people that support live outdoor art events in Bradford. That includes people like from Bradford Council, Bradford 2025, the Leap, and Bradford Bid as well. So lots of big sort of council level names going on that are interested in the outcomings of this residency. Successful applicants will receive, as we said, 2 days and 3 nights stay with workshops. This includes one-on-one sessions and talks to help with both creative, production, and marketing sides of your project. We'll talk about budgeting, they'll talk about marketing, they'll talk about the actual creative side of what you want to do, and they'll help you out with all those elements of it. You get one-on-one time with industry experts as well to discuss your project with. They haven't really gone into too much detail of what that means. But they just emphasize that you are getting full industry and technical support with your project. You get 1 day of additional support from a creative producer and production manager after the residency. And it is also, they want to make sure it's completely COVID safe as well. Bradford Producing Hub will cover the cost of a private COVID-19 test before you go. And so everyone on that retreat will be in one bubble for that period of time, essentially. So you've all got to test negative. They'll cover all the costs. Cover all the other costs as well. They cover all food, all travel, accommodation will all be covered by Bradford Producing Hub. And they're also able to give a small bursary of £50 per day. It can be provided for taking part as well. So if that sounds like your sort of thing, if you're interested in developing some outdoor work in this year, and you are especially interested in doing it in Bradford, or you're from Bradford, then do get on that. You can apply by emailing hello@bbproducinghub.co.uk. We'll put that in the link dump as well. All you have to say is 3 things. You've got to say your name, your link to Bradford, whether you live there, whether you work there, whether you just want to present work there for the first time, your idea of a live performance and what stage development's already in, and your creative background and what you hope to get from the residency. And that's up to 500 words in total for that whole application. Alternatively, you can also apply in any other format you want, but they do say that if you are applying in audio or video format, they ask that applications are no more than 4 minutes long. The deadline for that one is the 15th of January. So you've got until next Friday at 12 p.m. to get on that one.
Great. Sounds like an opportunity to get in a hidey hole and make some art. Love it.
Yeah, it seems very romantic in the old romantic sense of just like, oh, let's just go away to a little cottage in the Dales and let's think about outdoor art. That sounds great.
I'm up for it. I'm game. Amazing. All right. We're going to roll right on. So now we're getting into the news that's hot off the press.
Oh my gosh.
The press has literally come out today. And these are friends of mine. This is the Brent Youth Theatre. They are awesome. They're relatively new in the grand scheme of things. I think they've been going a year, maybe 2. More than a year, certainly. But in that time, they have done some incredible work. They did loads of amazing stuff throughout the kind of COVID-19. They did not stop. They're ran by the incredible Natalia Karina, who runs the youth theatre there. And they are looking for some new people to get involved with their youth theatre. They are looking for a music director / facilitator. They are looking for a music therapist, and they are looking for a movement director / facilitator. So 3 roles that they're looking for there. If you want more information, if you want the full job description, then you need to email Natalia Karina at uniquecommunity.org. I'll put that in the comments now if you want to email and get information on the full job description for those. But you can also find that link and that email in the description of video by going to our website. But they are an amazing youth theatre. They do loads of incredible stuff, and they've not stopped throughout this past year, which is, really inspiring. So if you're a musical director, if you're a music therapist, or you're a movement director, and you're interested in working with youth theatre in Brent, which is kind of North London way, then I recommend getting the full job description and throwing in an application to Brent. You can check out their full website at uniquecommunity.org, and you can find all the information there, but highly recommend you get in touch with them.
Super exciting. I really enjoy that they are also looking for music therapists as well. You don't see enough of that. And I think that's really good, especially into youth theatre. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, big time. I think that's going to be kind of, I mean, they're just going to do some groundbreaking work there. Absolutely. I know they're kind of having big conversations with, lots of kind of the Brent Council and all that kind of stuff. So I think we're going to see Brent Youth Theatre popping up on here a lot, not just because they're my friends, but because they're doing awesome stuff.
Well, that's what we like to hear. Excellent. And finally, and these are sort of friends of mine or people that I've certainly met and I have a lot of time for. This is Two Boy Productions, who have previously done shows such as Ewan, which won the Best of Brighton Fringe Theatre Award in 2019, back when there were fringes. And so I managed to meet them because I won a similar award. We both got to go to the International Youth Arts Festival and present there. So they make some really, really awesome work, some great comical theatre work, and have got a new project that they're calling the Grapevine Project, and they are looking for actors, poets, animators, and composers. The idea of the project basically being that they want to produce new pieces of sort of poetry work, which is then recorded by actors and passed on and animated, and with a score composed behind it. So it's to create some really interesting sort of beautiful poetic online content. The company is currently seeking funding and looking for initial expressions of interest to take part in the project. And if you want to do that, there's a Google form, a Google Doc that we will drop in the links as well. But these guys make some really interesting work, and I think this is pretty hot off the press as well, because I've not seen it before.
Yes, came out just yesterday.
Yeah. But if you can get on to these guys, they make some really cracking work. And like I said, they are an award-winning company, and they definitely deserve all the funding they can get. And they're just the loveliest people. So if you are a poet, or if you are an animator looking for it as well, or a composer, then do get on that and just let them know sort of what element you can help out with this project is. And they will be in touch. They say it's going to kick off no earlier than late February. So we've got a bit of time, but applications are open.
Get those applications in. Amazing. And that's the news for the week. Boom. Rattled through. Amazing stuff. So loads of stuff there immediately, and we're only 6 days into the new year. We are back next week, same as always, back at 5:30 p.m. for more news, updating you on all that's to come. If you go to our website, you can sign up to our newsletter, and we will send the episode, and we will send all the links directly to your inbox, so that you never need to go clicking through our website. It will come straight to your inbox, and you can get cracking on all those links immediately. And start sending off all those applications, all those auditions, or signing up for those workshops, whatever it is that interests you. So go to our website and sign up for the newsletter and get that straight in.
Yeah, absolutely. We are just kicking off 2021 with absolute style and fashion, and we're only going to give you more opportunities from here on out. So make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you are keeping in the know.
Billy rounding off with our favourite dad joke of the day. And I think we need to end on that note. Thanks, Billy. And we'll see you soon. You will join us next week, 5:30, for the next Fable Network news.
Happy New Year.